Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, whatever time you guys watching this. Yo, it's Marquis Walker from Boston. Stop playing. Yo, we here, man. We from Boston. We're going to Boston. We're going to a couple places. We're going to London, and we're going to Japan. I believe I don't know if she was born in Japan. Did some research, but I didn't see if she was born in Japan. Maybe her family was born in Japan. Maybe she was born in London. But Rina, and I'm going to try to pronounce this name correctly. Sawayama. Sawayama. I've been listening to it, trying to pronounce it, and going over it over and over again. But I'm just like, man, I'm gonna chop up this name. You know I'm bad with names, but give you a little history of the artist. This is a new artist. She came out in about, I think 2017, 2018. But she's probably been out releasing singles prior to that. But I'm gonna call her Rina, man. Stop playing. So this is a debut album from Japanese British singer-songwriter Rina, released by Dirty Hit on April 17, 2020. It is the follow-up to her 2017 independent mini album Rina. She had an EP with that. The album ultimately is about family and identity. It's about understanding yourself in the context of two opposing cultures. And for her, it's British and Japanese. She has a hard time relating to the Japanese culture because she grew up in London. So when she even when she goes to Japan, she feels like an outsider or feels like a visitor. You know what I mean? So she struggles with that, and you can tell on this album. And she speaks about it in interviews and things of that nature. But yeah, the concept, it says what belongs, what is it, homes, the concept. But yeah, let's get into the album, man. So basically, I seen this artist. I kind of like mistakenly found her because I was, it's end of the year. Everybody's talking about, oh, I got my top 20. I got my top, all these magazines and all these, websites are coming out with their, top 25, top 30 albums of the year. I wonder why do they do that? And if anybody knows, why do they do it December, like, as soon as November ends, they start putting out the list for 2020. I'm like, yo, you still got December. And it's still mad heat coming out right now. You know what I'm saying? It's still mad heat coming out. So I don't know why they're doing this. But let's get into the album. I love the artwork of the cover. She has beautiful covers. I'm not sure if she's going to continue doing that with just her face. But her face, she's a beautiful girl. She loves makeup. I've seen her do like a makeup tutorial while she was talking about the album. I'm like, man, she's doing the makeup at the same time. It's crazy. But like I said, this is a self-titled album. Well, actually, her first album was Rina. Now her second album is her last name, Sawayama. I hope I'm saying that right, Queen. I hope I'm saying your name right. But the album cover is dope. This is about 43 minutes and 40 seconds long. Japanese British singer-songwriter, man. Debut album, man. This is good, man. I ain't gonna lie, man. I was like listening to it. It's a mix of it's like pop, rock, got a little R&B in there, got a little funk, maybe a little, little something. A lot of live, not live instruments, but at least a lot of instruments in there recorded. And this album is amazing. I was like, well, I haven't heard of this young lady. She reminds me of maybe like a Rihanna and a Christina Aguilera. I won't say combined, but it depends on the song. You get those vibes, and then you can get a Britney Spears vibe. You can get a lot of vibes from, but you gotta think about it. She's young. She probably listens to a lot of that music. Pussycat Dolls. I hear that in here a little bit. So I can see her influences in the music. So what category would I put her in? I'm guessing pop rock or pop. At least this album is pop, like pop rock. So I like it, man. Let's get into it. Dynasty, which was her longest song to write. I think it took her a couple of times, couple of remixes. This is produced by Jonathan Gilmore and Clarence Clarity. Now, Clarence Clarity pretty much produced the entire album. There's a couple other producers, that jumped on, but Clarence Clarity, you're gonna hear that name over and over. Shout out to Clarence Clarity. I'm gonna get into your work, see what's going on. I heard you're a writer, not just a writer, but a producer, and you got albums. So I'm like, what? So I gotta check out. I know you got a joint in 2015. Everybody's talking about. I'm gonna go check that out. So shout out to Clarence Clarity. This song deals with inherent pain of family issues. And who doesn't have those, man? And like I said earlier, she's dealing with growing up. She got the London accent. She's a beautiful Japanese woman, but she's I guess she's Japanese and London. So I guess maybe she was born in London. So I still haven't found that out. If y'all know she was born in London, throw that in the comments. Give me some more information, or give me as much information on this queen as you can. I like her voice is beautiful. Like especially on this song when it first came on, I'm like, yo, who is that? I'm like, yo, that's her, because I'm looking at the album cover and I'm like, that I'm hearing it and I'm going staring at the album cover like I'm crazy. But beautiful voice queen. I like what you're doing. I like the song selections. You're a great writer too. She writes most of these songs as well, if not all, and she just acquires other writers to help her out. So shout out to the writers that helped her, and shout out to her. She's brilliant, young queen, writing too. She got the pen game already, and she got the voice. She's dangerous. She's dangerous, man. Does she play an instrument? Any of you guys know if she plays an instrument? I didn't find that out. So if she plays an instrument, she's really, oh man, she's going crazy. But beautiful voice, great lead off track. I like this track. Production is well groomed. You know what I mean? It's groomed like a fade. You know what I mean? This whole album is groomed well. XS, sorry, is the next cut, number 2. This is produced by Valley Girl, Chris, as I'm gonna say, Lyon, Clarence, Clarity again, and Kyle, I'm gonna say Shearer. Shearer, that's the name. Quick quote from Rina. I really love NERD. That's come on, y'all know Pharrell Williams and and Chad. That's the thing. I'm about to forget his name. Everybody forgets Chad because he's not in the limelight. But she goes, I really love Nerd, NERD, and I just wanted to hear hear it on this. So it's like it's, on these guitars. So like you can hear maybe the influence of a lot of past bands, a lot of past musicians, a lot of past producers. If she loves something, she's gonna cater it into her music, which is dope. It's a homage to all these people that came out before her. And think about it, the wheel's not gonna get reinvented, just gonna get remixed. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna get there's how many wheels are there on cars? 4 million? I don't know. It's not just one wheel, so they're just gonna remix it. You know what I'm saying? So she's doing a great job at it, and she got her own flair and her own pizzazz and own personality in this music. This was wrote with Nate Campany, Kyle Shearer, and Chris Lyon. So they helped her write this joint. Song about capitalism, but she loves Prada. And I put LOL. Like, it's funny because I watched a video, that same video, she's putting makeup on or something. And talking about the album. The song's about capitalism, but it's like a dance record. Like you're gonna be in a club dancing, then you're gonna be listening to lyrics going, I was dancing about capitalism the whole time, but you know what I mean? But it's funny that she talks about it, about people spending and being the American way, doing things that we're programmed to do. But at the same time, she loves Prada, and she's she's trying to buy them bags or whatever she's buying in Prada. Number 3, STFU. Gotta check out this video. Stands for Shut the Fuck Up. Y'all gotta know that one. This is produced by Clarence Clarity. I'm saying Charity, Clarity. The video, go check out the video. The video is dope. It was funny because it's basically talking about how she's Japanese, so people see her and they just assume it's like stereotypes. It's like me being black. They're gonna assume what? The stereotypes, that I eat watermelon and fried chicken, and I don't know. I listen to rap all day. I don't just listen to rap. I listen to people like her. I listen to the various music. I listen to country. I listen to a lot of stuff. My ears are open, you know what I mean? So I got to check out my other reviews, man. I do other reviews, not just hip hop, but I do love hip hop. I ain't gonna lie, hip hop saved my life. It's just another story. I blogged about it. I've been checking my blogs out too. But yeah, man. So this was the first single. I love it when she whispers STFU. She's like, on the song, she's like, shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. It's dope. It's dope the way she blends it. So I gotta give it to this artist, man. She doing her thing. This incorporates like new metal and rock, and it deals with like anti-Japanese comments that she endured throughout her life. So yeah, just like like I was saying earlier, man. Like I hear stuff like that all the time. I'm pretty sure if you're a different race, maybe even white, you might hear the white people drink boxed wine or white people smell like bologna or smell like wet dog. Like there's a lot of stereotypes for white people too. There's stereotypes for everybody. So I'm not sure if people approach white people with their stereotypes. They might talk behind their back, but we get approached. Black people, Asian community, Latin community, we get approached by our stereotypes, which is not fair. And that's what the song's about. Number 4, I gotta speak my French. Como des Garcons. This is parentheses like the boys, right? This is produced by Bram Insecure, I believe. Bram Insecure. Love the music, man. Another quote from Rina. I think I want to write about toxic masculinity. So that's what she did, man. She got a little help, and she wrote about it. So this sounds like a 1990s, 2000 dance track. So she's into that pop dance track. She's into that music, which I love. I love the 80s, the 90s. Duran Duran and all that stuff like that, man. I loved all those things in the videos. And she's like, whoever's editing these videos, shout out to the videos directors and stuff too, because they like bringing that nostalgia back and stuff like that. So I love she's doing the dancing. I love the videos, and I love the makeup she uses in the videos and everything. This is a self-empowering dance song that brings energy to your soul. That's what I wrote. It's just what it is. That's just what I wrote. So number 5. Akasaka Sad. It's AKASAKA. So I'm guessing Akasaka Sad. I love this record. Produced again, Clarence Clarity. Song about feeling displaced from Japan and yeah, I get it. I told you my handwriting is terrible. Y'all see it? Y'all see my handwriting? I don't know if y'all see it. It's terrible. But anyway, Akasaka Sad, produced by Clarence Clarity. Song about feeling displaced from Japan, and wonders if her parents felt the same way when they were immigrants in London. So I'm guessing she was born. I'm gonna guess she was born in London. Her parents weren't, but they, went to London maybe for a better life, maybe for a job opportunity. I'm not sure, but she wanted to know if her parents felt the same way. Well, her parents are still alive, so she's pretty sure she can ask them. Her mother's on one of the records, and then she imitates her mother on one of the records too. I get to it later, but it's funny. This was written by Clarence and the artist. Like I said, the artist writes a lot. She's doing a thing. I don't know. Her voice is amazing. Like I'm attracted to the voice, man. I'm attracted to the voice first. The music came second, man. The music, basically parallels her voice, man. It's just as good. She's big on lyrics, I heard, and so that's a good thing. I love lyrics. I'm always dicing down some lyrics. It takes me a while if you're a real true lyricist. It takes me a while in hip hop to break down your bars and stuff. But because I want to give it the just dues. But yeah, she's into lyrics, man. I know she can't wait to perform. I know they shut her down. Like basically when her album came out, that's basically when the epidemic happened, and she, everybody got shut down, Queen. So I'm pretty sure your fans will be ready for you when you come back. She got a deluxe version of this album. I didn't listen to the deluxe because I'm just in love with this album. And then she got a Japanese version, which I'm pretty sure I can't understand, but I might check it out to see how it goes with the Japanese element. You know what I mean? I want to see how that works with the music. Check it out. But man, I'm getting like an old school rock, R&B, soul, and pop vibe on all these records, man. Let's go to number 6. Paradisin. Clarence Clarity producing. She wanted a 80s, 90s theme song for like a fictional TV show. So she's into the 80s and 90s. That's what's up. I know she probably was born in let me see, what's it, 2020? She probably was born 2000, you know what I'm saying? So, but she's doing her research, so that's what's up. Shout out to the artist, man, shout out to Rina doing her research and loving the 80s and 90s, which is the best years, baby. You know what I mean? But yeah, so it's like so it sounds kind of like a TV theme song. She initiates her mom. She imitates her mom on this song. You know what I was saying earlier? She imitates her mom. She says mum, M-U-M. Because she's from London, you know what I mean? That's all she speaks so well, it's dope, you know what I'm saying? It's funny, like, like, if it's like me, like, the first time you saw a black person, not me, but, and they was from London or something like that, it was from somewhere else, I always got a kick out of that, and always looked at the person weird, because I was expecting a different approach. Never judge a book by its cover. Like the album cover, this album cover, and a previous album cover, you wouldn't think this is the stuff coming out of that album cover. So never judge a book by its cover, man. Number 7, Love Me For Me, Clarence Clarity, again producing on the production. Clarence Clarity, killing it. Song about loving yourself. Mirrors, mirroring. I always use the term mirror, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta mirror love. You look in the mirror, you gotta love what's in it. You gotta love yourself before you bring it to any other relationship. And that's what this song's about. It's you can't get in a relationship and throw all your energy into someone else. And that's where relationships go wrong. Kiddies, I know y'all out there, if y'all watching, man, I know y'all in y'all relationships, I can't stop it. Y'all gonna learn from y'all mistakes, and y'all in the good and the bad. And but yeah, man, it's basically, that's what it's a. Love yourself first, please. Love over hate, and love yourself. You know what I'm saying? Don't hate yourself. If you hating yourself, get some help, get some therapy, talk to somebody, please. You know what I'm saying? Number 8, Bad Friend. Oh, this is a good joint. This is like one of my favorite records on here too. I love this record. This is actually one of her favorites too. So you got good taste. Bad Friend. So this is produced by, she got production credits too, man. She's doing it, man. Rina and Jonathan, was it Gilmore, and then Kyle Shearer. They returned to help her out in the production. They probably helped her with the writing too. Who hasn't had a bad friend at some point? I wrote. Everyone's had a bad friend, and this is like, she's basically saying she's a bad friend, and she didn't mean to be. Like, it was just like something that got lost. Like sometimes, like, you got friends, you got good friends. It happens. Actually, me and my co-host from the Passive Podcast did a show recently on friends. We called it Friends to the End. We got the Chucky doll on it, but trying to make it comical. But we talk about being friends for almost 30 years and how we're continuing to be friends and close. And sometimes how we lost certain other friends that was in our circle. We used to be 15, 20 deep, hanging out. And with nearly 5 people, I nearly talked to 5 people from that crew, but everybody else was cool with people. But it's just like, you grow up, or you forget, or you're busy, something happens. And I guess she was on Facebook, and she found out one of her best close friends had a baby. And she was like, what? How do I not know this? So she claims to be a bad friend. But this is a great song. I like the concept. You know what I mean? So look at your own insecurities to not sabotage your friendships, or just relationships in general, Go check out. Does she have a video to this one? I think she has a video to this one. I don't know if I wrote that down. I think she has a video to this one. Number 9, Fuck This World. Woo! This is the interlude, but it's not an interlude. It's like almost 3 minutes. This is produced by Clarence Clarity too. The world is becoming unraveled, man. Get along with others, or go hibernate. I put. That's what the song's about. The song's about stop being a hater, man. Just like, yo, get along with people, man. Like, if you can't get along with people, okay, all right, they can't be in your circle. Just stay away from them. You know what I'm saying? Whatever, but don't be like hovering around them like you're like a seagull ready to eat. Like the chicken that I'm eating or something. If I throw it around, the seagulls be like that quick. Don't be hanging around me. Just don't. If you don't like me, don't be around me. Don't call me. Don't text me. You know what I'm saying? Don't social media me. That's all. You know what I mean? That's basically what it is, man. Like, fuck this world interlude, man. Like, for real, man. All right, next one, number 10. Who's Gonna Save You Now? Clarence Clarity production. Sounds like a pure rock song. I love rock songs. This sounds like that boom, 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 boom. Like you're in a club, like, yeah, rock out. You know what I'm saying? Artist reminds me of, like I was saying on here, I said it earlier, but she reminds me of Rihanna and Christina Aguilera, which is a good thing. These are two of the biggest pop stars, performers on the planet. And she's in that circle now. I think a lot of people are comparing her to the greats. and this is only her debut album. So can you imagine? Can't wait for your next project, Queen. Number 11, Tokyo Love Hotel. It's another joint that I like. Clarence Clarity. She still feels like an outsider in Japan, like I was saying earlier, just like a tourist. Love Hotel. She explained it. Love Hotel is in Japan. It's like sex rooms. It's like a sex hotel. It's like, say if I was, you find a Love Hotel in Japan, you can rent. I don't know if you can do this in New England or America. I don't know. Y'all tell me. I don't know. I ain't that freaky deaky. You know what I'm saying? But I guess you can go rent just a room for sex. So if you're an hour man or 30-minute man, rent it for an hour. I don't know if you can rent it for 30 minutes, 20 minutes. Yeah, if you're a minute man, dog, rent it for 5 minutes, dog. How much 5-minute room? That's a minute man, dog. But you know what I'm saying? So like Tokyo Love Hotel, like this joint. Got a great message and stuff. I get it. You're not an outsider of Japan. You just wasn't born there. I believe I'm not an outsider to my original continent, which is Africa. If I go back, I go back. I'm there. I'm planning to visit Africa soon. I already been to the second Africa's down south. That's what Southerners are. That's where we were brought in slavery, and then we moved around, right? So the second Africa's down south. Number 12, Chosen Family. Daniel L. Harle, Harle, Harle. Track about close friends that considered each other family. Not considered. This phone. I'm gonna turn this phone off, dog. This other phone before it start calling serious. So I got, what I'm saying. But where I'm at? Chosen Family. This is basically like, choosing family. Sorry, chosen family. Chosen. Chosen family. It's basically talking about your friends or your family. Like I got friends like, my co-hosts and most of my close friends are my family. I call them family. And what if you can choose your own family members? That would be great. Who would you choose? You know what I'm saying? Don't be choosing those stars. I'm trying to get rich. Number 13, last track, it's called Snakeskin. Salute is a producer. I'm not saying salute. Salute's a producer, and Clarence Clarity. Rina quote real quick. I figure she can end it off for us with a quote. I took a partial of the quote. It says, I felt like the album itself was my snakeskin. I shed my trauma and made art of it. Oh man, it's beautiful. I couldn't say anything any more better. So she summarized that song and the album, and she summarized albums in general or projects that are meant to be heard all together as one. She just described what artists or what a real artist believes, and that's why like you hear the classic album reviews that I do, those artists were probably in that mind frame like she's in. Like they shed their skin, they put their personal life on record for us. You know what I mean? They don't have to do that. They can brag and doge and do crazy stuff on these songs, but she actually shared her life and a part of her, and which we appreciate as our fans. And yeah, man, listen, I love this record. I can't get enough of it. I'm gonna be playing it. Rina, man, I give it to you, man. I'm coming back from London, because that's where you at. I'm coming back from London / Japan, where your coach is at, back to Boston. Beantown, you know what I'm saying? This is Marquis Walker signing out. If you can support, please do. Like, subscribe, comment in the video. Give me some comments, give me some questions, or give me some albums to review. Give me some singles to review so I can do reaction videos. Come join the podcast. I got 2 podcasts. Come to my YouTube. You know what I'm saying? Usually we just on. We just ring that notification bell because I just be on. I'm putting out content. I ain't playing. You know what I mean? But this is Marquis Walker signing out. Beantown.